Started. Is it already on? And we know it's like framed up.
Yep.
And so we're here. Hello. It is January 1st at about 15:25 Central Time here in Dryden, Ontario. And welcome to the shop. This is woodshop / gym. Home gym. And we woke up this morning inspired to make a video. And I think when we originally wanted to make the video and we're talking about it, we were interested in making a highly fitness related video.
I'd said to Kevin that I was debating sharing my workout plan, what I've built for myself for the next 3 months, on Instagram, because fitness is a massive part of my life, has been since I was a young teenager, but isn't really ever something that I talk about with people, share with people, but it's really important to me, and it's been a very important thing to my entire family since we've moved home. So I felt inspired, like, should I share what I do for fitness online? You know, feeling kind of shy about that, but also knowing that if I were to put some of my ideas or philosophies out there, they might help people. And so I brought that to Kev, and he was like, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
And wanting to do something together. And so then it just kind of took off from there. What should we make? Let's film a video. Let's just do it. So that's why we're here.
Well, the new year and January 1st brings about this, like, oh man, I have to set my resolutions. I have to change. I'm going to tighten up this. I'm going to fix this. I'm going to be better at this. And it's such a reflective time period where we are saying, hey, you know, we've enjoyed the baking, we've enjoyed Christmas, we've not held back, we've consumed the calories, we've, you know,
just
totally
indulged.
Yeah.
Like, I think this season doesn't need to be about indulgence, but we're pretty, not strict, but I guess pretty strict. We're pretty on it with nutrition the majority of the year. And so we just kind of give ourselves permission to indulge during the Christmas season and to not feel guilty about it. You know, it's around, it's part of the tradition, so just enjoy knowing that in a week's time or whatever you'll be back on track and it's all okay.
And so yeah, we're getting back on track. It is January 1st. We understand also that other people are having the same conversations and trying to create their own individual goals, but we also understand that it's not so simple as getting into the gym and doing the thing right away.
For sure.
We also understand that the gym is very intimidating. We understand that going to the gym isn't just you going to the gym. It's putting yourself in a new environment, a new community, around new people where you're not an expert and you might not know.
You might look silly or be wandering around aimlessly, feeling really uncomfortable, and that is hard. There's a whole mental hurdle aspect to even setting foot in an unfamiliar space. Whether it's the gym or anywhere, it's a lot.
And so I guess what I first want to do is acknowledge these fears, to acknowledge that they're very real, very realistic, to be expected.
Totally normal.
Totally normal. And ones that I myself feel when I'm plunked in a new environment where I'm surrounded by people who might be experts in their field in whatever I'm trying to also contribute to. I've been to the skate park when I was a brand new skater and there were kids smoking cigarettes and being cool and doing cool tricks, and were they judging me? I felt like they were looking at me. It seemed like I was outcast, out of place, shouldn't be there. Am I getting in the way? Do I look dumb? Right? We're so in our heads about, oh my God, I don't want to look stupid. And so that's maybe the first thing we acknowledge is we are all scared of looking dumb. Maybe not all of us, but how common is it that we are fearful of being made to look dumb or feel dumb, which is a deterrent in us even trying the thing.
Sure. Even this weekend, Kevin and I went skating together, and I don't skate. I'm learning to skate.
Ice skating, not skateboarding.
Ice skating. Figured I should learn. But even going into that environment, which is like an outdoor rink, there's a couple kids there. I was feeling so much resistance. Just, I don't want to go. I'm afraid of falling. I'm afraid of looking stupid. Like, I have no protection. Just, I can come up with a million reasons why I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But the truth is, I do want to do it. I want us to be able to skate together. I want that to be something that we can eventually do with our children. I don't want it to be a situation where it's like, you go off with the kids and I'm like sitting on the sidelines not getting to participate. That to me doesn't feel like an option. So I have to put myself in an uncomfortable environment, and I know that I'll figure it out. I think the one thing that comes to mind when we're talking about this is the idea of resiliency. I think that we are all so much more resilient than we give ourselves credit for. You can go in the gym, you can look stupid, you can do it wrong, and you can still go back the next day and try again. We have more resiliency than we realize. You get to fail, you get to suck, and you get to keep trying, and that's totally okay.
And so would you say that with the likes of the skating, you overcame your fears by allowing yourself to be a beginner?
For sure. Even to the extent of making jokes with the kids there. Literal children that I've never met before, saying to them like, this is my first time, don't make fun of me. And then when I noticed one kid looking at me, again, just another joke, like, it's my first time. Like, you just get to make light of it, and just have fun with it.
Mm-hmm. And so you gave yourself the permission to be a beginner.
Totally.
I, being with you, was able to offer reassurance to say, I got you, it's okay, I won't let you fall, it's okay that you're brand new, right? And it was because of you giving yourself the permission and me giving you that reassurance that allowed you to go out and do the thing.
For sure.
Which you crushed.
For sure. Yeah, I crushed it.
Crushed it. What's up, Snacker?
I have a lot to learn, but for truthfully, like my second time going out skating, I was feeling very confident towards the end of our session for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Again, just proving to myself that I got it in me, that I've got more in me than maybe I realized, that I have a level of confidence to access than maybe I didn't realize.
So now take yourself back to, we'll bring it back to fitness.
Sure.
We'll bring yourself back to a time when you didn't know what you were doing. Or I guess imagine somebody right now who is somebody who wants to embark in their fitness journey, wants to step foot in the gym, wants to seek out support, but are not really knowing what to do. What do you recommend to someone who is trying to start out?
I still remember that feeling so vividly. I was fortunate that I was swimming competitively at a young age, so I had people around me who were also interested in fitness for the benefit of what we were doing in the pool. But I remember so well going into the gym, having no idea what to do. So I just got on a treadmill because I was like, I know how to walk. That is, I maybe don't know how to do anything related to fitness, but I know how to walk. So going to the gym for a long time, just getting on the treadmill and walking. Maybe if I was feeling a little bit confident, I'd bump up the speed and I'm running all of a sudden. But then just immersing myself in that environment, going there, with time, it didn't feel so scary. And I felt, maybe I'm gonna go lay on the mats and like play with the physio ball a little bit. Like I've seen a video on TV, and so, okay, I'm gonna go and try this thing. But I think the biggest piece is just putting yourself in an environment, getting comfortable in a way that feels okay, if that is walking on the treadmill, if that is just going into the corner and stretching, like touching your toes a little bit, just the mere feeling of going, I don't know, made a big difference for me. And I was proud of myself that at least I went, at least I went. I maybe only walked, but that was an accomplishment. It was more than I'd done the day before. So I still remember that feeling really vividly. Yeah.
And so overcoming the fear by just doing it, to some degree, right? Nike, just do it, right? Because that's a win, right? When we are overwhelmed and trying to figure out what to do, how to start, what's our program, I don't know any moves. What you were able to do was just do it by way of just going and doing what you can do rather than getting overwhelmed by what you can't.
Yes, and I think that brings it back to something that we were talking about this morning, and this is a philosophy that I still hold now, even though I've been working out for 20 years, is just, it's reframing what an accomplishment means to you, what an achievement means to you. If you are setting unrealistic goals, what achievement looks like is so far away. Of course it's going to be overwhelming. Of course it's not going to be something that you'll be able to stick with long term. And so I think if an achievement in your mind is just strictly doing it, even if that is going to the gym for 5 minutes and walking on a treadmill and leaving, you did it. And if you can be proud of yourself for that, and then over time, maybe you'll feel inspired to do a little more, stay a little longer, try something different, things are able to accumulate. I think where we end up screwing ourselves, and this doesn't just go for fitness, it goes for anything, is we just bite off more than we can chew. And then not only does that mean that we're not accomplishing whatever lofty goal we had set out for ourselves, but we've also kind of set ourselves back, because now we've created a situation where we're able to be hard on ourselves, where we feel like a failure, and we create this demoralized state that is going to make it even harder to show up the next day. So if you are able to set a goal that is achievable, even if it's teeny tiny, you achieve it, you get to experience that sense of accomplishment. Okay, I did what I said I was going to do, even though it was small, that's fine. And then you're able to build on that momentum.
That reframe is so important. And we had a conversation with a family member just within the last hour. Yeah, very, very recently, where the idea of, well, what if I fail comes up? And then it's like, well, fail at what? What is the goal? We can all set ourselves like 2024 fitness goals that are, these mountain peak type things. And I guess we can call that a long-term goal. But if that's the only goal we've set out for ourselves, that we fail to acknowledge going to the gym today as a goal, going to the gym tomorrow as a goal, then what we've done is we've put that bar so high, when realistically we shouldn't just have one bar, we should have all these little bars.
For sure.
And we should only be aiming at the next bar. It's the one step at a time mentality, right? But so yeah, very easy for us to be like, oh, well, what if I fail? It's like, well, determine exactly what the next step is so you can decide whether or not you fail at that. If you again, me and my fear, my worry, oh, what if I fail? What if I fail to hit this big lift or become totally transformed, right? Imagine if I was like, yeah, I want to put on 50 pounds. What if I fail? Well, put on 1 pound first. Put on half a pound first. Get to the gym today first, right? And so turning things that are monstrous into bite-sized increments